to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore, the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ravens sideline, look at their head coach. His guys parlaying a pair of early home games into a 2-0 start to this season. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home.
Real quick.
First snap, and Lamar's going to throw. Finds a man, right side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That one gains 7. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him throwing his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Back play straight ahead. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Offense to the line for 2nd down. It's coming, Lamar. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. No, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Going to have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
He's got it at the 24. And it'll come to an end as they touch him down. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan's favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. To the air on third and long. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
And again, it's Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down. All set to go now from the 35. First down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That play ball wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Lamar throwing again. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points in this game. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Oh, I'm ready.
On first down, Jackson. In the heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. And the Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. The 2 in a row now have slipped away. Second down, Jackson to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still fourth down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. And that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end. Well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the...
Well, John Harbaugh's challenged plenty of calls in his career, and he's got the red flag out once again. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting a football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
First down, they'll run. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. Trying to work quickly now.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Another carry for him. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by the second-generation NFLer. That's Carson Bruner.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Has it downfield, working the left. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of the...
DC, ready? DC.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Lone back to the backfield, and they give it to him. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
You just get the play off. Completes this one to Gray. And they stop him right at the line of scrimmage as Tom runs out in the quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He's got Andrews. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he records.
Real quick.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Jackson getting his guys in the hurry up. Dropping back to throw. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
A gain of 26 yards.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled for a short gain. Need to be working quickly here.
It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
You know, that play is so indicative of what we see in training camps all over football. Pursue, pursue, pursue. Blanketed coverage on the back end. And look at that defense fly. No gain on the play, but it very much feels like a sack for that defense.
Chased out to his right. That's the line. He's going to run for it. Offense in the hurry up now.
Peyton Wilson on the stop. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
And the Baltimore.
That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
Raven, 1st down.
Throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
Jackson's going to throw again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Steelers see their return stop just... Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Escapes out to the left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Down 2 scores. No timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Buys time. Rolling right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Lamar off the play fake. He rolls to his right. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Got to start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, 3rd down. Here he is to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play. Forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Checking the win column for the Steelers. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.